Let us now introduce contestant number 2, Mr. Anto Keith. The title of his speech is A Stake for Everyone, an Opportunity for All. You now have 3 minutes. You may begin after the bell rings.
Ladies and gentlemen, imagine having a mere 20 square feet area as your living space, meaning you eat, sleep, and practically live your life in that area. Not very pleasant, is it? Now, what if I told you that this is called home for hundreds of thousands of Hong Kong's cage dwellers who are barely making ends meet? Sad to say, but these pathetic conditions still prevail all over Hong Kong, a condition the UN says is unworthy of human dignity. The blatant lack of support from the Hong Kong government has resulted in a problem, the cage dwellers just being one prime example. Hong Kong has always been named as one of the world's first-class cities, world-renowned airport, first-class business opportunities, iconic skyscrapers, but has anyone ever contemplated on the other side of Hong Kong, the poverty-stricken side? Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this all boils down to all the current election practices here in Hong Kong. In this small circle election, the fundamental problem is the fact that the 1,200 election committee members are not a clear representation of the views of the 7 million people living here in Hong Kong today. Currently, the interests of the business and industrial sectors are well protected by authorities who put before them the principle of business first. This would be the typical orthodox capitalist philosophy. However, through the implementation of universal suffrage as an inherent part of the local voting system, the voting majority becomes the source of public power. Hence, the government would inevitably take better care of the general public. This, in turn, would result in subsequent adjustments and even redistribution of economic interests amongst members of all classes and status. Moreover, it would allow more equal and fair playing field for all in the system. The well-being of the society is the target, while the economy is just a tool. A stake for everyone, an opportunity for all. As Louis Brandeis once said, we can either have democracy in this country, or we can have great wealth concentrated in the hands of the few. But we cannot have them both. And that is ultimately why universal suffrage deserves to be at the top of the agenda when it comes to ameliorating the social and economic imbalance present in today's society. Thank you.
Thank you for your speech. Mr. Lynch will now ask you a question related to your speech. The bell will ring, and the timekeeper will raise the start card right after the question has been asked, and you will have 1 minute to respond. Mr. Lynch, please.
Thank you. Besides universal suffrage or election alternatives, what else can the government and the general public do in Hong Kong to contribute to social justice and economic harmony?
Well, through the implementation of universal suffrage, as I've said, is that everyone will have an equal opportunity. That means everyone, no matter the rich, the poor, will all have a say in the society. So all these problems, such as cage dwellers, as I've mentioned in my speech, will all be solved, will all be improved for the benefit of the society. So as we all see that through equal opportunities for everyone, when we believe in the principle of society first and not business first, and then everyone will have equal rights and a proper society in the world.
Thank you. A second question will now be asked by Mr. McLavin. Again, the bell will ring and the timekeeper will raise the start card right after the question, and you may respond to the question. Mr. McLavin, please.
Thank you. Young people in Hong Kong own an average of 4 iProducts, or electronic gadgets, the most among all Asian countries. Do you think this is harmful to young people?
Well, we live in a city where advanced technology is ruling the whole world, monopolizing the whole world. So, as the future, why not having more technology? For example, these technology can be beneficial for many reasons. For example, it can bring up the benefit of the person. It brings up the view of the world, a different view. Because the person with technology will think of the view as a world as another being. They would think of more ideas that will be beneficial for the whole society. Like gadgets, they can give a more innovative view for everyone. So there'll be more, so medicine, like diseases, would be solved, and many breakthroughs in the society can be done by these. So it's not necessarily a bad thing having more technology within your hands.
Thank you. Please take a seat. Please remain silent while our judges write down their comments. Let us now introduce contestant number 3, Ms. Ye Ray Allison. Please come on.